is our interview with Margaret Reid, who's running for Bonner for the ALP. Margaret, what made you want to run in the current election?
Well, I've always been a resident of Bonner. I grew up in Carindale, and I now live in the area still with my husband and my two girls. My girls, one is still in high school at Mansfield High, and the other one is studying education at Griffith University. We've always been in this area, and we're very passionate about our community, and we're just tired. You know, I want to see results that are actually going to benefit Bonner. So I just really want to make a difference in my community, so that's why I thought that politics would be the best way.
And what can your experience working in education bring to Bonner? Well,
considering we believe that a combination of education, employment and amenities creates a better community, I think that with my experience in education, I will know exactly, I know how a child needs, what a child needs in their education. I'm very passionate about improving the education system, you know, bridging the gap between private and public schools, you know, all of that kind of stuff.
And what education reforms do you want to see happen if you were to be elected?
Well, as I just mentioned, I'm really passionate about closing the gap between private and government schools. Currently, there's funding given to both non-government and government schools, but whereas the private schools get to kind of decide how they want the money to be spent themselves, unfortunately public schools are tied up in red tape and bureaucracy, and I'd really like to try and stop that so that our public schools can still be competitive with non-government schools.
And aside from education, what do you consider to be the key issues in Bonner?
Education, employment and amenities. I believe if you combine those three things, you'll have a much better, safer community. I mean, Bonner is an electorate of families. We're the mortgage belt. You know, we want the best for our children, and I think if the parents have good employment opportunities, if the children have good education opportunities, and if there's things for them to do, it's been proven that those three things combined can lower crime, and they just make happier, safer communities for everybody.
And today you supported Harmony Day. What is so important about supporting days like that?
Well, not only is Australia a multicultural country, but Bonner is a very multicultural electorate as well, and I just believe that everybody should be able to live together. As Harmony Day says, coexist. I'd like everybody to celebrate the diversity that this nation and this electorate has, and I feel that Harmony Day is a great way to support that. Not to mention that the theme for 2012 is sports, and I believe, you know, and my husband and my children who are all involved in sport unites communities. So we're actually announcing a policy tomorrow. We're donating $3.5 million to community sports. So we'd like to think that that will help unite the community a bit better as well.
And what do you like to do in your spare time? Do you have any hobbies or interests that you should tell us about?
Between work and being a mom, there's not much free time, but when I do have some, I love going, you know, just the simple things. I like to go shopping with my girls and go to the footy or to the movies or something with my husband, and I like to read and craft and, you know, mum things.
And a little bit of a fun question. What was the first album that you ever bought?
Oh, no, that's it's a hard question. I'm trying to remember. I don't know, I really liked the Beatles when I was young, I know, so it was probably something by them. Sorry, old age is getting to me.
Getting back to your party and the Labour Party in general, do you have any plans to team up with the Labour Party of the Moreton electorate?
We're actually in talks with Moreton at the moment about working together for better communities. Our policies so far do align quite well, and so we'd like to work together so that as many communities in the area as possible can have the best services given to them.
Do you have any events coming up that you can already reveal to us?
I haven't got anything that I'm ready to reveal just yet. We do have some stuff in the works. We just like to announce it when it's, you know, definitely ready to go. Don't want any flops.
Great. Thanks so much, Margaret.
No problem. Thank you for having me.